A machicolation, French, machicoli, is a floor opening between the supporting corbels of a battlement, through which stones or other material, such as boiling water or boiling cooking oil, could be dropped on attackers at the base of a defensive wall. A smaller version found on smaller structures is called a box machicolation. Terminology. The word derives from the Old French word machecal, mentioned in medieval Latin as machicolum, probably from Old French machier crush, wound and col neck. Machicolate is only recorded in the 18th century in English, but a verb machicolra is attested in Anglo-Latin. Both the Spanish and Portuguese words denoting this structure, matacan and maticas, respectively, are similarly composed from matar canes meaning roughly killing dogs, the latter word being a slur referring to infidels. In Italy and countries which were influenced by the Italian language, such as Malta, it was known as piambatoio. Similar to a machicolation is a smaller version which opens similar to an enclosed balcony, generally from a tower rather than a larger structure. This is called a box machicolation. Description and use. The design of a machicoli, commonly described as a drop box, originates from the Middle East, where they are usually found on defensive walls. The original Arabian design is rather small, and similar to the domestic wooden balcony known as mashrabiyah. However, different from the domestic balcony, for defense purposes the Middle East version of the machicoli prominently features a wide opening at the bottom. The opening allows the dropping of hot water, oil, and other material intended to cause harm to the enemy below. The otherwise enclosed opening adapted from that of a closed balcony also provides cover from enemy attack while using it. Machicolations were more common in French castles than English, where they were usually restricted to the gateway, as in the 13th century Conway Castle. One of the first examples of machicolation that still exists in northern France is Château de Farqueville, built in 1291 outside Paris. The origins are from Syria and the Crusaders brought their design to Europe. Machicolations were a common feature in many towers in roads, which were built by the Knights Hospitallers. After the Knights were given rule over Malta, machicolations also became a common feature on rural buildings, until the 18th century. Buildings with machicolations include Cavalier Tower, Gaussy Tower, the Captain's Tower, Bierkerkura Tower, and Tall Wedgter Tower. A hoarding is a similar structure made of wood, usually temporarily constructed in the event of a siege. Advantages of machicolations over wooden hoardings include the greater strength and fire resistance of stone. Post-medieval use. Machicolation was later used for decorative effect with spaces between the corbels but without the openings, and subsequently became a characteristic of many non-military buildings.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.